this pair of yellow. But I'm not going to do yellow since I'm not good at yellow. This green edge pairs up with the center in one move. This pair pairs up in one move. And if I do this setup move first, then these two are paired up in one move. First block like that. Solve this edge first. Then I see this pair. And these two. And this bad swing case. Arrow. The UL and UR. Cancel. Yep.
Okay, so this is kind of a bad scramble for me because I don't do yellow on D. So I can't use this pair. I'm only Y neutral, which is bad, but I'm trying to switch. So I do notice that this here I can pair up with one move. However, so this means I can do either green or orange first block. Now if I do a D prime, this here is going to give me a bad case. So instead, I'm going to do green on left. And I have this piece here. So if I do L prime to pair up these, I could then do a D to make this first square. But before I do that, I notice that this goes with this here. So if I do an R prime, and this will set up this pair later, so that then I can finish the square with DF prime, and then I can solve this pair here with U, B2. Then I'll do M prime to orient DR edge, and then as I go to insert this in DR, if I do an R, UR, then that can set up this pair to be inserted. This is the next pair, RY prime, UR wide, and then insert it in the back. We have these two the same, and this one is an adjacent colour to these two, so it's R prime, F prime, and that. EO, this and this must be the other oriented edge. And then here, I can do UL and UR at the same time as finishing EO, and then I can finish like that.
Alrighty, so this is going to be my example solve. Focus. So right off the bat, I see this pair, but I bet you that most people in this video are actually going to be using that pair. So I'm going to go ahead and opt out and ignore it outright. So first thing I'm going to do is pair up this corner and this edge, and then insert this edge with that center to complete my 1x2 block. I'll then go ahead and expand by pairing these two up like so, and then inserting like so to make my 1x2x3. Next up, I'm going to pair up these two pieces by just go ahead and using the M slice like so. Here's the edge that goes with that pair and the center, which I'll insert like that. I'll go ahead and insert it like so, which sets up these two, making it really easy to pair, and then insert it like that. Next up is just CMLL. And over here we have 4 bad edges. Let's see what I can do here. If I go ahead and do that, that leaves me with 4 bad edges still. So, but there's 3 up on top, so that's good. So EO is done. I'll go ahead and do my UL/UR permutation, like so. So L and R is finished, and then from here it's just permutation of the rest of the cube.
Alright, so for this scramble I would hold the pieces like this, and I'm going to be doing blue and green. So I'll put green in the back, then put this blue down, L, D, and then fix this piece right here. Then it creates this pair, which I can use and then just insert like that. Next piece, I'll probably just use this one and this one. So pair up, insert, and then these two, just insert like that. And then the last one, which is just double left sexy. Then we have CMLL, which looks like it looks like this. So and that fixes the corners. And then we have edge orientation, which is just fixing that, U, and fixing that. And then we have green, this green and blue. Then can match up opposite colors, M2, U, and then finish off the rest.
Alright, so this is the Scramble, and I do white bottoms, so I'll be looking for that. And the first thing I see is this red pair right here, and to make the block, I would do, yep, this is good. I'd do M, U2, L prime, D, which would pair this up. And then I see the other pair is right here, this red, blue, and this other corner. So I'd pair that up like that. And then I see this 2 by 1 by 1 pair. So then I'd bring up the corresponding edge, insert it in the front, then flip this one around to the back where I can pair it up with that. And then I'd see the edge, the corner is in already, so I do bring it to the back, the edge is right here, pair it up, put it in, keep the centers oriented. Now I just have anti-soon, and I'll do normal anti-soon because the edges are in a good position. I just do U2, and then, you know, normal stuff, and then I'd put this in, and I'd notice I have this bars case. Yep.
I'm going with the yellow and blue block with blue on bottom, and I have these two pairs. Pair both of them up with an R wide. U prime R B2 inserts that one back there, and then U prime R wide prime F, and noticing I have that edge there, so I can immediately go into inserting that back there. And then instead of doing an R2, I'll do an R U prime R wide, put that corner in the edge in the back there. UM2, pair those up and insert, knowing I have that corner and that edge, so I do an R wide prime to put the edge down here, pair it up with an M prime, and then U2 insert in the back, and then I have a T case, and this preserves edge orientation, so I know I'll have a 4-flip in the back. So do CMLL and immediately go into the 4-flip. And then I know I have my green and white here and my green and yellow there, so I can go U, M prime to M to pair those up, then U prime, and then just a 3-cycle.
Okay. Okay, so this block looks quite nice. So do that, and while inserting it, I made sure that these were in like a nice position. So just put it in like that. These, you can insert those easily, and those can be inserted easily as well. Right, use COL because we have a nice EO case. I suppose I might use UFUB or... wait, what? Okay, no, I thought that was a skip for a second. Yeah, I could solve UFUB like that, and then solve the last 4 edges like that.
Hello, I just got the cube scrambled up according to the scrambling algorithm that everybody's going to be using. So what I see is I see this center edge pair and this corner edge pair in close proximity, so those will go together easily. And these two pieces will also go together quite nicely to form the square. So I'm going to move this around while pairing this with that. So bring that to the back, and then with a wide move and then a D to make the square, and leaving my hands in a nice position to be able to do that to make the first block. So regrip for second, and nice center edge, and this will go nicely with this and that. So just M prime, then pair this up and leave this good for an insertion. Just insert it there, and since this one and this one pair together, I'm just going to do an R2, U2, and then this in the back, I'm just going to go use this finger trick, which is R prime wide and M at the same time. There we go. So this CMLL isn't going to mess with edge orientation, so I can just keep going and know that I'm going to be in the arrow, but I can't manipulate ULUR with this, so I'm just going to go as normal and set this up. And I noticed that I have a 4C skip, so, well, I can cancel into it, so just like that. And baby, that's how you do the roux.
So for this scramble, I do this block, the orange yellow block, and I do a B, F, little R prime F, and then I'd simply insert this edge here through the M slice. Then I'd create this pair by matching this to its center, then connecting it with the other corner edge pair. Then I'd look at the next pair, see this one, bring it this layer down, connect it through the M slice, bring it down with a little R prime to orient the centers on top. This is just a anti-soon CMLL case. Have my corners done, I see my edge orientation, where they're diagonal, and I pay attention to the ULUR, and I do this alg, so it'll set up into a case where the ULUR are permuted already when I'm done with EO, and they're permuted on the bottom. And I'm just going to insert them in their spots, and then I just have dots.
Alright, for this scramble, I would definitely see this pair immediately, and I would definitely play off of that. But what I would probably do more times than others would use this cross piece because it's already in, but then I also see that this and this are not in good positions, so I'll have to work with that. So I'm going to do F and then insert, and I do an R2 to bring this up, U prime, and then M prime, U, M, and then B to put it in. And then I see this, and I see this, and I also see this, so I would do something like this, and then M2, and then insert this. And this is a really ugly case on its own, even for CFOP, but just doing an M prime to change the EO, and then inserting like this is really nice. And then COLL, because I don't know the proper CMLL. This case sucks. This case is awful. I just do that, M2, and then I do this OL. I see this is here and this is here though, so as soon as I finish with this, I'll set them apart and then start immediately into the sandwich, and then finish the sandwich.
So let's try to scramble, okay. Okay, I see that like I can insert this piece into here, right? And I can solve this also after that. So I'm gonna just, and then this piece here, and then I'm gonna solve this, pair this up with here. And then on YouTube, I can answer that piece, and I'm gonna pair this piece up with here, and then soon, and then just swap these two, and then I do the EO case for this. And fill up these edges, and then just do the last step, and that's it.
Okay, so the first thing I see right here is this block, but I also see this edge, so I'm going to remember that. I'm going to insert that. Now I'm going to put that edge on top. Make the pair, insert. Next I see this, but I also see this, so instead of just going like this, I'm going to put that down, insert this edge, then make the pair, insert. Now I see this back here. That looked pink, that looked blue for a second. This is pink, this is blue. Make that pair, insert, CMLL. Now let's do edge orientation. And U-perm.
Hello everyone, it's Bird, or Bertie, my real name, and I'm doing the real example solve. So to start off, we can see the pair, orange and green pair, so we're going to connect those to the orange and yellow edge, like that. Then we see our last pair there, do almost a C-fop F2L insert there. Putting that, no, we're not going to do it like that, we'll do it like that. Next we're going to put in our cross piece of the second block. C-fop there, no, then pair up our green and red pair like that, insert, and then pair up the blue and red like this, maybe do an M to pair it up, then insert. Now I can see this is a U case, and I can see because the greens are matching there, I know it's just the standard one, like that. Then I'm going to do a little trick here to make it so that my things are, my two UL and UR edges are on the bottom already. So then I can just pair those up super easy, U2, M2. And then I see I have one of the bad last 4 edge cases like that. Anyway, there you go. Hope you enjoyed. Bye.
Okay, so with white on left and red on bottom, this pair is already made. I have to pair up this white-green with this white-green-red corner, and this white-blue with the white-blue corner. The white-green is much easier, so I'll go with that for now. I'll make the pair and insert it, and that sets up this next pair nice and easily. Yeah, easy peasily. Then I'm going to use the white-green bit, even though there is a blue bit with the red edge here, and the part it needs to match up to there. And I can insert it, and since this needs to go next to this, I can take it past and make sure it goes into the right place. And I will just do a small R there so that I can keep the red on top, because I can't recognize bad centers. CMLL. Just these two which are disoriented, and these two needs to be opposite each other. And I'll do it this way, so even though these two aren't matching, this part on top is solved. And that was quite an easy last 6 edges case.
Hi, so I'll be doing orange block. So first move is this to join up these 2 pairs, then to join up that last pair, then join these 2 and move the last pair in. Then you have this cross piece already up here, so you can turn that down. This green-red pair, you can solve that pretty easily, and then insert it back here. Then you have this to join up with this edge, so that's just like that, and then you move it over and insert it. Then you just do your J-perm, edge orientation. Then you have these 2 edges to solve, and you finish off.